Your questions.
It is before the Wilfred Mashage-led committee that the rift at Afya House came to the fore. Health Cabinet Secretary Cleopha Mailu asking the committee to probe his PS's intention to have the ministry's internal auditor Bernard Mushere transferred midway his audit.
I received a copy of a letter to the Principal Secretary in the ministry responding to his letter of 12th July, which I didn't have a copy, affirming that the auditor will continue to audit the ministry until end of October, and in November, somebody else will be posted to the ministry.
Why did you want the auditor removed out of that ministry?
My request was for a senior, more qualified person. He could as well have stayed.
Muraguri's letter to Finance Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich seeking the transfer of Mushere from the Health Ministry breached protocol. An executive memo guiding ministries bars a principal secretary to deal directly with a CS in a different ministry, but instead write to their own cabinet secretary, who would in turn write to his or her counterpart. The duo also differed on the question of ghost companies benefiting from illegal payments.
The fact is that the vouchers were never paid, the payment was intercepted.
These companies are entities which can be verified and whose owners of those companies have come forward.
It was apparent that they were reading from different scripts when it came to answering questions on discrepancies in the audit report.
Auditees must respond before my actions. I cannot act on an interim report.
We have so far been able to respond as is required as part of the audit process.
Mailu, however, admitted to mismanagement of funds within the ministry prior to his tenure, citing a case where the ministry had to refund 160 million shillings to the Global Vaccine Initiative after failing to account for the money.
If we can buy motorbikes and we can't provide the documents, then we have a problem.
Muraguri later Monday evening appeared before EACC to answer to more questions over the alleged graft at Afya House. With a simmering difference between Mailu and Muraguri, the country now awaits the publication of answers to Mushere's audit queries that will establish whether or not money was lost at Afya House. Hassan Bugambi, Citizen TV, Nairobi.